Hello, everybody. As we can see, on August 11th, 2020, the Arizona Department of Health Services reported 600 new COVID cases and 6,810 new tests were reported that day. So to find the positive rate, we're going to take 600 divided by 6,810. Okay? So we have 600 divided by 6,810. Okay, now what I'm going to do is divide both sides by 10 so I can take off a zero here, take off a zero here. So I have 60 over 681. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to think of the 681 as 700 minus 20 plus 1. It's easier to work with those numbers. So I'm going to put 700 minus 20. So I'm going to put a bar over the 2. Minus 20. So I'm at 680. Now I do plus 1. Great. So I'm going to put the 7 over here, my divisor. And my two flag digits are 2 and 1. Great. Now I'm going to have 60 followed by, let's put some zeros after the decimal. Great. Great. And my steps, let me get rid of this now. So as far as my steps, this is going to help us out. So I'm going to put my flag 2 here. And then let's put every subsequent step, we're just going to have both of them. Flag 2, 1, flag 2, 1, flag 2, 1, etc. Okay? So first step, and I'm going to do this in blue. How many times does 7 go into 60? And the answer to that is 8. Okay? So 7 times 8 is 56. So that means there's 4 left over. Now we're going to make our first adjustment, and that first adjustment is going to be, see how it's already set up here? I'm going to take this and multiply it by my first quotient figure. So times 8, that's negative 16, isn't it? But because every adjustment consists of a subtraction, I'm going to set it up like this. I'm going to subtract negative 16. So it gets added. Minus a negative 16 means it gets added. So 40 plus 16 is 56. How many times does 7 go into 56? It goes in 8 times. 0 remainder. So we're going to make a double adjustment now. I'm going to take my 2, 1 and the 8, 8 and cross multiply. So right here I get negative, so minus negative 16 means plus 16, just similar to the last reason case, and then minus 8. So I start at 0, I go up 16, I go minus 8, I'm at a net gain of 8. Great, how many times does 7 go into 8? Once. And there is a remainder. 7 times 1 is 7, so there's a remainder of 1. Now we're going to make another double adjustment, so now let's work with the 8 and the 1 this time. So I get plus 2 right here because it's going to be minus negative 2, so plus 2. I mean, this whole first step is always going to be plus, so you can always look at it that way. And then minus 8 because I have 8 times 1. So 12 minus 8 is 4. How many times does 7 go into 4? 0. There's 4 left over. And now we're going to make adjustment with the 1 and the 0. So this is minus negative 0, so that's just minus 0. And then minus 1. So I get 39. How many times does 7 go into 39? It goes in 5 times. 7 times 5 is 35. So there is, let's keep going actually, one more step. 4 left over. Another double adjustment when the first one's going to be added, of course. So 2, 1. And I'm going to work with my 0, 5. So plus 10 minus 0. So I get 50. How many times does 7 go into 50? And let's just say 7 and stop there, okay? Remainder once. Okay, actually, let's just see what the adjustment would be. I'm going to work with the 5 and the 7 now, the most recent quotient figures. So plus 14 minus 5. So I get 24 minus 5 is 19. How many times does 7 go into 19? And we can say twice with a remainder of 5. Okay, so let's stop there. We've gone plenty of significant figures. Where does a decimal go? Well, it's dropped down here, and I have to move it 2 spaces to the left since there's 2 flag digits, so 1, 2. So I have to add a 0 here. So 0.08810,572. So if you want it as a percent, it's 8.8.8105.7. Let's stop there. Percent, okay? Good job. Keep practicing. Keep using vinculums. You'll get a lot better.